Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time for the Champions League Matchday 6 predictions. I also want to give a massive shout out to the new TF90 Super Tipster members of the channel, Bendo, Lucas27, Adele, Elabd, this one's funny. Llama Sexy Boy TV, Bikash Udash, Martin Eater, and Milroy Sawyer. Massive shout out to all of you for joining the members club. If you want to, you can click the join button next to the subscribe button down below, or the link in the description, because I know some of you don't have the join button. I don't know if it's available in every country around the world, but it's been a brilliant start. We had over a 70% success rate with the tips given exclusively to members. We had all these here: West Ham, Chelsea, both teams to score, Southampton, Brighton to draw, 3.2 odds. That was insane. We had Bayern Munich to win 3-2. I thought that was brilliant. City to win 3-1. AC Milan and Juventus both to win 2-0. Fantastic stuff. But yes, all these tips were given exclusively to the members that I just mentioned. If you do want to get involved, get the exclusive tips, get exclusive videos, then please do click the join button or the link in the description to join us as well. We had a couple of perfect scores in the last Champions League game week as well. The Manchester City PSG game, the Inter Milan game, that was another good prediction there. So we're going to hopefully continue that success in week 6. And I do want to preface this by saying this will be the hardest week of Champions League predictions we've had, because there are certain teams that have it all to play for, and they're playing certain teams that have nothing to play for. So we're going to try and avoid any pitfalls and see if we can find some value here with the predictions in this video today. Kicking it off, we do have PSG up against Club Brugge. This is a massive example. PSG cannot finish first and they cannot finish lower than second. So they essentially have nothing to play for, whereas Club Brugge can make it through to the Europa League spots if they outperform Leipzig's result against Manchester City, which, given the fact that they drew against PSG in the last time they played, they will believe that they can do so. So, I mean, if you're looking for a tip, both teams to score in this one looks absolutely nailed on. I'm going to go for a draw in this fixture. PSG have hit a little bump in the road, and with nothing to play for in the Champions League at this stage, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I think the quality of PSG will see them score a couple of goals, but Club Brugge will have the heart, the fight. They're going to score goals, I think, so I'm going to go for the 2-2 draw, giving Club Brugge a point. And the next game is RB Leipzig up against Manchester City, and I think Man City will be too good for Leipzig, partly because although City have nothing to play for, Leipzig have been going through a really rough patch in terms of form recently. I think they will be able to score a goal like they did against Manchester City the last time, but I think City's squad depth and quality will see them win this game just. I'm going to go for 2-1 to Manchester City. Again, I think both teams to score could happen. So I do think Manchester City will finish top of the group, beating Leipzig in this fixture, and PSG will finish second, and Club Brugge will be able to nick a Europa League spot. Now, after that, another impossible one to predict. It's AC Milan up against Liverpool. Liverpool have already won this group, and AC Milan could either make the knockout stages or not even make Europa League. It's that close at the bottom of the group. So, given that they're at home at the San Siro, Liverpool, I don't know if they'll play a fully weakened squad. I think they will play a weaker squad because there's so much Premier League action going on in the month of December. I think they will rest some players and give other players a chance. AC Milan will obviously want the result more, so I can see this being a draw. I can see both teams scoring again because I don't see Liverpool drawing a blank regardless of who they play. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. It's very difficult to not predict Liverpool to win with the form that they are in. I just think AC Milan will be able to get something, considering Liverpool have absolutely nothing to play for, and AC Milan, a good team at home, have everything to play for. Now, after that, we have Ajax up against Sporting. Sporting, even if they lose this game, should be going through regardless. Borussia Dortmund have a pretty terrible goal difference, and they won't be able to catch up to Sporting unless Dortmund win like 6-0 and Sporting lose like 6-0. I don't see it happening. So I do think Ajax are going to come through this unscathed. I think they've been in great form. Sporting, don't get me wrong, have been in unbelievable form as well. But at home, I'm going to just give the win to Ajax. 2-1 to Ajax in this fixture. Now, after that, we have Borussia Dortmund up against Besiktas. Erling Haaland is back, and Borussia Dortmund are going to absolutely stomp Besiktas. I could have gone higher. You know what? I'm going to go higher. Why not? I was going to go 4-0. We're going to go 6-0. 6-0 to Borussia Dortmund. Erling Haaland to score a hat-trick. Besiktas once again to leave empty-handed. Moving on, we have FC Porto against Atletico Madrid, of course, in Liverpool's and AC Milan's group. Everything to play for. And Porto, if they match AC Milan's output in the Liverpool game, and they will go through in second place. So let's say AC Milan and Liverpool draw. If Porto also draw, they will go through in second place. So I think at home, Porto are very, very difficult to beat, I must say. So I'm going to go for another 1-1 draw. It's, again, impossible to predict. Porto could win this 1-0, 2-1. Atletico Madrid could randomly just play really well and win this too, because they have it all to play for as well. So in terms of prediction, this was very, very hard to predict. So I'm going to go for 2 1-1 draws in that group, seeing Liverpool through and Porto through, which is unbelievable. It's unbelievable and very difficult to call, to be honest. After that, we have Real Madrid up against Inter Milan. Inter Milan can still clinch top spot in the group if they beat Real Madrid. However, at the Bernabeu, Real Madrid are not going to lose this game. They've been in unbelievable form, and Inter Milan have been in amazing form as well, but Real Madrid look unstoppable at the moment, so I'm just going to edge it to them, a 2-1 win. They only need a draw to secure top space in the group, but I think Real Madrid are actually going to walk out 2-1 winners here, so I'm going to go for that result. After that, we have Shakhtar Donetsk up against Sheriff Tiraspol. I think Sheriff will score, but Shakhtar, surely, they have to win. They're at home. They have to win. I'm going to edge it to Shakhtar. 2-1. After that, we have Juventus up against Malmo. Juventus still playing for a top spot in the group. So I'm going to go for a convincing 3-0 win to Juventus. Malmo have basically nothing to play for. Zenit St. Petersburg next up against Chelsea. Chelsea, again, need to stay top of the group to try and avoid basically Bayern Munich in the next round. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Chelsea. It'll be comfortable enough, and it will be enough to see them finish top of the group ahead of Juventus, thanks to their magnificent 4-0 win in the previous game week. Now, after that, we have Atalanta up against Villareal. Again, it's all to play for in this fixture, and Atalanta are coming into this in red hot form. At home, Zapata's looking good. I mention him every time I talk about Atalanta, but he's looking lethal. They just came off of a fantastic 3-2 win against Napoli in the Serie A, so I'm going to go for the same scoreline, actually. I'm going to go for a 3-2 win to Atalanta. The previous meeting between the two teams finished 2-2, so a high-scoring, both teams to score, game full of action, mistakes, and goals is on the cards. I'm going for a high-scoring Atalanta win at home. After that, we have Bayern Munich up against Barcelona. I think Bayern Munich are going to win this. Barcelona came unstuck against Real Betis at the weekend, which was a little bit of a shock. Bayern Munich beating Borussia Dortmund in a very controversial classic match between the two teams. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Bayern Munich win here. I think Bayern winning both teams to score looks very, very good. Barcelona will do their best, but they're not quite at the level of Bayern Munich. Very few people are, it has to be said. After that, we have Benfica up against Dynamo Kiev. I see this being a fairly straightforward Benfica home win. The Portuguese teams are very difficult to beat at home, even in the Champions League. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Benfica in this fixture. After that, we have FC Salzburg up against Sevilla. Another impossible one. It's so hard to predict. It's all to play for. Sevilla are in better form than FC Salzburg at the moment. Contrary to many FC Salzburg games, I'm going to go for a low-scoring one here. Very much in keeping with Sevilla's narrative with a very strong back line. I'm going to go for a low-scoring 1-0 away win to Sevilla. Now, after that, we have Manchester United up against Young Boys. A shock win for Young Boys against Man United in the last time they played each other. I don't see that happening here. Ralf Rangnick is at the wheel, coming off of a 1-0 win against Crystal Palace, a deserved win, and I think it's going to be a similar sort of scoreline. I'm going to go for another clean sheet at Old Trafford. I know, crazy, but I'm going to do it. Manchester United to beat Young Boys 2-0, and the final game, Wolfsburg up against Lille. Again, another game where it's all to play for. Wolfsburg haven't been in brilliant form lately, and Lille have actually been picking up, albeit low scoring, some pretty good results in recent fixtures. So I think they're going to do enough to get a draw away from home here, and that should see them qualify to the knockout stages. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. But yes, the Champions League promises to be exciting. Some games entertaining, some high-scoring, some close, nervy, low-scoring games. It is going to be a load of fun. And then, of course, we will have the draw for the knockout stages soon after, I'd imagine. But that is going to do it from me. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe down below, as we're well on the way to 20,000 subscribers. And if you do want to get exclusive content and be a part of the members club, get a little badge next to your name in the comments and stuff like that, then please do click the join button down below or click the join link in the description. But that is going to do it from me, and I will see you in the next video very soon.